Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. This one we're going to be talking about how to trade using trading 2 on 2. Obviously I'm using play money, so you can see down the bottom here I've got 50k in the account. But throughout this video we're going to be talking about obviously how to trade in day trading 2 on 2, for buying a stock to setting up indicators to watching multiple stocks at the same time. So get comfortable and let's get into it. So first of all, obviously you can't see my face, but don't worry, I'll put a picture of my face up, and I do have people making noise upstairs, which is really quite annoying. So first of all, Trading 2 on 2 is a UK based platform which not only allows you to day trade, it allows you to invest and invest in an ISA as well. If you want more board video on Trading 2 on 2, comment down below and I'll be looking to do that for you. I know I keep delaying it, but obviously trading is a very risky business, as you can be highly leveraged, and that is different on different brokers. For Trading 2 on 2, it's a 5x leverage for most stocks and a 20x leverage for indices, as we'll see as we go through. So just be aware of that when you're getting into trading, and obviously it's a very high risk. So yeah, let's jump into the platform without further ado. I've gone on way too long now, so let's just jump straight into it. So this is the main page, and we can see here, this is just what you see when you open up the app for the first time. Obviously I'm on the desktop version of Trading 2 on 2, and you can see the asset I have chosen is the US 500. This is just a US, the one that tracks the S&P 500, and it is just an indice. So it goes on through quite a lot of the day. If we scroll down, we can see the time that it goes from. So it goes from technically 1 in the morning to 10 at night. Anyway, moving on from that, that's the kind of opening times. You can see that with different assets. So if we went into, say for example, Tesla, whip open Tesla, and we scroll down, we can see that it is open, but it opens from 9 AM in the UK time to 1 AM the next day, and that's basically before hours trading up until 2:30 when the market opens here, and the market obviously carries on until 9, and then we have after hours trading as well, up until 1 AM. And then likewise with different stocks, so to try and pick one at random as Broadcom, we can see that if we scroll down, the stock will only be open for the actual market opening times, which is 2:30 to 9 here in the UK, as I've just mentioned. So that's a general overview of the time, what you can expect when you're trading different stocks. It tends to be the most popular stocks like Tesla, NEO, that kind of thing, so they will be trading for before and market after hours, and the less popular stocks will be kind of just market opening times. But the ones I tend to trade are the indices, and you can see here this US 500. I'm just going to go ahead and change this to the candlesticks, which is the typical trading method. So up here in the top left corner we have chart type. If we hit on that and just click candlestick, there is other options, but I like to choose candlestick. It's nice and clear of the market direction, the price moving, etc. So with this you can see clear price action, and we have lots of different candles. Now there's lots of different videos that suggest what candles are. This is not that video, this is about Trading 2 on 2 and how to trade on it basically. But you can see all the red candles, the negative movement, and the green candles, a positive movement. You don't need a dictionary to tell you that. And what we can do is we can start adding indicators. Obviously indicators are fairly popular within the trading industry, so if we hit on indicators, you'll tend to find the most popular ones in the most popular category, obviously. So let's just go add the simple moving average. So you can see the line pops up there. So what do we do from there? Obviously you want to edit that line, so you don't want to keep whatever that moving average is. So what we do is we move over to the right side, top right corner, chart objects. And you can see it's popped up there. And it's currently the moving average of the 14. So what we want to do is move that up to the 20. These are obviously my setup. Obviously your setup might be a bit different. You can choose the color, as you can see, and choose the thickness as well. I like to make it a little bit thicker just to make it more obvious. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add another one. And again it pops up here with the 14. Just seems to be a general setting for that. And I'll change that to 50. And I'll go ahead and change it to kind of like a light blue, and the thickness again. And then again, obviously we'll add another one because I like to use 3 moving averages for my trading, and we'll just, that again comes through there, and I'll just type that one in, 200, and I'll make that a slightly darker blue, and obviously thickness. So we've got the 20 moving average here, which is the white line, 50 moving average, and the 200 moving average, which is the dark blue line. And we have that, as you can see, the chart objectives on the side. Now, as I've explained in previous videos, my strategy, or one of my strategies should I say, is moving in between the moving averages. You can see it kind of respects that as you look through the chart, bouncing off the 200 here, bouncing off the 20 moving average here, we're kind of playing around the 20 and the 50 here, and we can see that it's on a negative movement. It bounced off the 20 quite a lot. So we can see that here, we can see that a little bit down here as well, and we can see it tried to do it here, but then it pushed through, which may suggest a trend change. Obviously that is, again, not the video for this, but that, you know, that can be a signal for a trend change if it pushes through a certain moving average. What we'd be looking at is when we push through here is to come up and touch this 50 moving average. And as an example, obviously when it does come up and touch that, if it does, I will place a short and obviously look for it to come back down to the 20 and then exit my position. Hopefully we can do that in this video, as it's a bit of a live example. But generally this is just a more kind of how to use Trade 2 on 2 for trading. So what we can do in the meantime is add more indicators, like most popular, relative strength index, and we got that down here, which is basically the trading momentum in the stock. And you can see that already, so we've reached a negative momentum which happened here, and then we can see that reflected in the RSI, which came all the way down from the 70 level, which is this bit here, down to the 30 level. And you can see it bounced here, and we're looking like we're going to go back up to that 70 level with the positive momentum that we've recently seen in the last kind of half an hour or so. So as I just mentioned, it's looking like it's going to touch that 50. So just as an example, I'm not saying this is the way I trade, but I just want to show you how it works kind of on here. So we change it to 100 shares of this, and we just click sell, and you can see already the order is executed up in the top right hand corner, and this is your position here on the left. Again, you can set a stop loss and a target price, which we can do. So we'll just identify this level here, which is 4,002. So we're going to go ahead and do target take profit and go to 4,002, confirm, and then there you go, you have that target price. So which means if this comes down here, it will hit the target price and then obviously give you the profit. I'm just going to move that up actually. Just going to move that up there, so just kind of a bit closer to that line. And obviously we have the stop loss, which would be probably just above the 200 here. This is not how I trade. I keep saying this, but it's just not how I trade. But this is just an example of how things work on the platform. So the stop loss will be set around about that level, which I think was about 40.15. About that level, yeah, roughly. So if it comes up there, then I will lose money, and if it comes down here, I will win money. So that's a really simple way of placing a trade. Obviously then you can move over to different assets, then you could, so we're going to change that to candles. You could then come over and place a trade on Tesla if you want, so if you can have multiple trades, multiple windows. So for example, we bring up NEO, we can do that here. Obviously we will keep clicking on candlesticks because it's just how I work. So we keep doing that, candlesticks, bring up another stock just as an example, T-Mobile. That's not a very good example, but it is just another stock. So you can see how it's so easy to just bring up loads of stocks, which can be quite tricky at times because you've got lots to manage. I like to trade 1 or 2 positions at a time, maybe 3 depending on the day, depending on the momentum, etc. But yeah, overall that's kind of what we trade with. Now another interesting thing we can do is this little box of boxes, if that makes sense. There's the layout. So if you click on that, we've got tabs, which is the current mode that we're in. We've got tabs up here, a bit like when you use Google Chrome, etc. And if you go to split view, we can do auto, which I don't really like to do, or we can do 2 windows like that in a horizontal form. We've also got 3 windows in a vertical form, 3 windows in horizontal, and the list goes on down here. You can be really expressive depending on how big your monitor obviously is, because mine is not that big, and you can see it just gets very messy very quickly. But quite often I just use 2 like this. So say for example I'd have US 500 and NEO up, so I could watch both of them at the same time. Obviously if I had trades in both it would make more sense. But for the time being, we'll go back to tabs, and we can see already that this is our position. It's still currently just here, playing around that level, so it may well bounce off this 50 and move back down here. And the last thing I'll touch on just before we move on to different areas, we go to chart objectives, and you see how we've set up the chart. We can actually make that a permanent fixture, and we can go template, which is here, the big T, the folder with the T on it. Click that, and then hit the basic chart. And then we can go into these little buttons here and go into the buttons. That would really help. And then go update template. What that does is if we cancelled, for example, this one and then redid NEO, it would come up with that template like so. So you've got already built in the RSI, the 3 moving averages, so you're all ready to go on that particular asset. This is particularly important if you get like an asset idea off of like Twitter or YouTube, etc., and you want to look it up. Say for example, Palantir came into your knowledge, then you can come into that, click it up straight away, and there you go. You've got your free moving averages ready to go, your RSI ready to go, and then obviously you can go ahead and click buy and all that when the market opens. This is one of those that is the market opening at 2:30 till 9. Obviously different assets will be open different times, as I've mentioned before. So let's go back to our trade, see how it's doing. It's not doing too well, that's fair enough. We can drop down to the 1 minute. If you are interested in trading the 1 minute candles, then let me know. I would love to be part of that. It's a bit interesting when it's 1 minute. You can see it's very positive momentum at the moment, and we've broken through all 3 moving averages, which again possibly is not the best trade to make, but I only did that for this video, of course. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to cut this trade. You can do that either here with the X, or you can actually do it down here in the right hand corner, which is also an X. So we'll just go ahead and do that, and it will ask you to confirm to close the trade. And what that does, it takes everything off the screen, and then you can go into your history here, and then you will be able to see what has happened, and that is the £194 loss, which again is not ideal, but it was just for trading for demonstration purposes. Nothing concrete behind that decision. If anything, I would probably wait for it to come up to 200 and bounce it off that. But again, that's a different video. If you are interested in live trading videos, then please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you do want to see another trading video, there's one on the screen all ready to go for you. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.